We'll take a minute and talk to you about the real world as opposed to the fake world. We have a real problem in society, and I've mentioned it before. It's been a real intense subject for me. Again, I came across this research recently that said the average 20-year-old male has played 10,000 hours worth of video games, and that's unbelievable to me. But what we're looking at is that's the males that have grown up over the last 20 years, and it's getting worse. So what's your child going to have underneath their belt? 30,000, 40,000 hours worth of video games by the time they're 20? We need to get back out in the real world. It's a trick. It's a mind trick. You think you're in the real world. You're in a nice, comfy, warm space, and you don't have to move. There's no muscle strain. There's no actual real cold, or no actual sun, or no actual wind, or no actual water, or rain, or anything. And your brain thinks it's real. Your subconscious mind thinks it's real. And I know, you look at it and you go, hey, you know that's all fake, right? You know the movies are fake. We know the video games are fake. And everybody will say to you, oh, yeah, I know that's fake. And that's the conscious mind speaking. But the subconscious mind, where we make all of our major decisions, doesn't know that's fake. And so we have a dysfunctional society happening partially, in part, because of all those video games. Get out in the real world. Experience the real world. It's hard. It's harsh. Sometimes it's not. But a day like this, it's cold. We dress right for it. But a day like this, you know, it's biting my skin, and we're coming up the mountain, and the wind's freezing my face off, you know. And
your fingers are turning colors.
My fingers are turning colors right now. And it's really important that you get out and understand the difference and the importance of the difference between experiencing the real world as opposed to the fake world. Do I mind a movie once in a while? No, not at all. But I do mind massive screen time on a daily and weekly basis. Try to get away from that. We use a computer as a tool. We do research on it, and we do put these videos up for you. So as soon as you see this video, please, whatever you're doing, turn it off. Get some good clothes on, no matter what the weather is, and get outside. Experience the real world. You're going to have insights that you will never get. You're going to have thoughts and understanding of life that will never happen for you if you're in front of that screen reading other people's thoughts or experiencing other people's realities, if you will, that are on that video camera screen. Video game screen. So, I don't know. Just, you need to understand the difference between the real world and the fake world. And the fake world seems to be winning right now, which is killing the real world. And it really, well, honestly, it frightens me. I'm going to be 50 this year, and I plan on living at least another 100 years or so. And minimum. I'm healthy, I'm strong, and I'm going to keep it that way. But I wonder what type of world I'm going to have. What type of world your children are going to have. We've got to make a difference. I hope you understand this. I hope you see the value of it. And I will tell you, it's harder. But you know what? The right path is always harder. Don't take the easy way. Take the hard way and be a warrior.
Yeah. And I would say one thing to that. Everything that you said is so much truth to that. And here's something to look at it different. Because, it's Mr. Bronson, saying that again about the video games or whatever. I don't know what your attitude is. But think about this. Think back in the last 5 to 10 years. And what memories do you have? I can look back to when I lived in town, to having a big fire pit going in my backyard. And we had snow in McMinnville, and I couldn't wait to get outside and constantly keep my logs going and having, at that time I drank coffee, and the kids, we all sat around the fire pit.
It was longer than 5 years ago, honey. We've been out here for almost 10.
So it was a long time ago.
Almost 15 years ago.
I can bet you this, when you create those memories, you're going to remember it, because I think I had a friend come over, and we just really enjoyed it. But had we sat down inside and played video games, you're not going to remember any of that. Had you sat down and watched, I watched this movie on this day and had hot cocoa, you're not going to remember that. So for those of you who are, not sure about going out, and driving is probably not the best thing right now, go on your porch, dress really warm, get a blankie, get a hot cup of something, and just sit there and watch the snowfall. And it's going to be absolutely beautiful. And it's the memories. What memories do you have that you've made? Because you're not going to remember anything about playing what level you were at, or what video game, or what new movie you saw, and how many you watched that day even. So what memories are you creating on a daily basis?